Yo, what's going on? And welcome to The Last Flame. And today we are trying out the prologue. This week, the prologue for this game came out, which I guess is kind of like a demo for it. Just a free chance for you to get to try the game before it releases in full next week on the 17th. And I'm excited to hopefully play it then as well, but I thought I'd try the prologue first so we know what we're getting into and if we're actually interested in trying the game. So what The Last Flame is it's an, as far as I know, it's an auto chess game, but it's a roguelike. So think TFT, except you're not playing against other players, you're playing against the computer, but the computer will have things that make it like better than a player, right? Like advantages, you might have disadvantages, stuff like that that you see in a roguelike. Now, a game that we played that's similar to this was Tales and Tactics a little while ago. And I thought Tales and Tactics was pretty good, but we didn't do that many episodes on it because it kind of felt like incomplete at the time. And I just felt like that game was missing some stuff. So I'm hoping to see a lot more polish in this game. And I can already see just from looking at the like screenshots while downloading the game and looking at the main menu that it's looking more promising to me, but we'll have to check it out and find out for ourselves. I don't know exactly how much is in the prologue. From what I read, you can maybe only play Act 1. I don't know if it's complete Act 1, but there's two different difficulties, and if you beat it on the first difficulty, then you can play the second difficulty and fight like a secret boss or something at the end. We'll probably just be doing the first difficulty, maybe just one run, maybe two, I'm not quite sure yet, depending on how long it takes. And we'll see what we think of the game and if we're going to be playing it next week when it comes out. But let's get into it and see what's going on. So these are our game modes that should be in the full game. If you go back to the main menu, there's a full game features. It says it goes all the way to Act 3, which I don't know if the game says full release, like full game features. So I don't know if they're still in early access at that point. I would assume no. And you can see here, like, this looks pretty cool compared to what was going on in Tales and Tactics. But yeah, lots of items and then two more game modes. So we'll see how much they actually plan on working on the game after it comes out. So far, we only have the one difficulty. Heal after boss, enrage timer default. Yeah, let's keep the tutorial on just so we can figure out what buttons to press and stuff like that. I was looking through the menus when starting the game up, like adjusting audio and stuff. And there was a keybind section, but it just said coming soon in it. So in the prologue, you can't adjust your key bindings, but I would assume in the full game you probably can. The loading screen is okay, it's not stuck. I always get worried when there's like they like to put on loading screens like something that moves so you know it's not stuck. This loading screen didn't have that, so I was like, in this tutorial, you will receive a few objectives to complete, which will explain the basics of The Last Flame. You can accomplish them in any order. Don't feel rushed to do them as soon as they appear. I have a big problem with that. The second I see an objective, I'm like, I need to do it now. At all times, you can press on Tab or the book at the bottom right corner to open the guidebook. You can also click an objective to open the guidebook at corresponding tip. Okay. Heroes. So we got their HP, mana, active ability, passive ability. Heroes start with a passive, an active ability, and unique stats. Every attack generates 1 mana. Mana regen generates mana passively over time. Heroes could cast their ability when their mana bar is full. So very similar to other games like this. TFT does the same thing, except they've distilled it down into like 1 mana, whereas I think TFT had like big mana bars, but you'd regen more than one mana at a time, right? And each character would regen different amounts. So it kind of just like made it needlessly confusing. I feel like distilling it down to everyone regens one mana per attack, and then you can also have mana regen, but then like it might take different amounts of total mana to actually cast your ability. That kind of makes it simpler to understand for players, rather than being like, oh, this character has 200 mana to cast their ability, but they generate 40 on attack, whereas this character has 120 mana, but they generate 60 on attack. It's like, okay, so you want me to do the math on how many attacks it takes them, rather than you just like telling me? You could view all current heroes in the hero panel. Keybind H or click on the thing at the bottom. What was the other keybind? I already forgot what the tips keybind was. Maybe hovering over it will tell me in a second. Tab or middle mouse button. While hovering over any tooltip, you can press tab or middle mouse click to display its advanced tooltip. It will search for all relevant keywords in the glossary and display them. Okay. So can we try that real quick? Oh, no, that just brought back up that. Not really what I wanted. Oh, because I have to hover over one of these. Okay, that's interesting. I expected to have to hold tab, but you could just press it, and then all the keywords appear and they stay there. Okay, so what do we got going on? I'm trying to let me hover over people and get an idea of what stats people should have. Looks like just about everyone has 35 armor except for this guy. This guy seems to be a ranger. What do these mean? Okay, are these like their sub? Like in TFT you had like classes that went together, and if you had more of that class, then you'd get bonuses. I wouldn't be surprised to see this game do that as well. He heals himself. You know, there's a lot going on at the moment. I feel like we should just pick the guy who's the coolest, which is probably this guy. Specializes in protecting the party, scales with defense, utilizes burn on enemies. For every 20% missing HP, he gains 1 mana regen. Bolt and Shield, taunting his target, then dealing damage to nearby enemies and inflicting 3 burns. In addition, he gains 100 defense for 3 seconds. Yeah, this guy seems pretty good. Oh, I get to pick 2. Alright, well, let's pick him. Can I, like if I decide I didn't want that? Okay. I don't think I can unpick. Alright, so we picked the tank. We probably want a damage dealer. This guy's also melee, though. He does both magic and physical. Shields himself. Hold on just one second. Okay, I am back. Had to go run an errand real quick. But anyways, so where were we? We picked kind of like a tank dude who taunts people. And we need to pick a second hero. Part of me was thinking like maybe the healer tank would be cool, but then I feel like we're just really short on damage. What do you do? Every time the hero critically strikes with an attack, gain 5 gold. I don't know exactly what gold is used for, but that sounds pretty good. Performs critical forging. Nearby heroes gain critical strike for 5 seconds. Critical strike chance increase. Plus SP. I don't know what SP is. I'm sure we'll probably learn that, but I'm going to go with this guy. I was thinking that probably like a range unit would make a lot of sense, but 2 melee units is not bad, especially when this guy seems like he'll be a good support going into the future. Okay, so now we got relics, which are kind of just things that seem like they're going to make us stronger. 30% discount on everything in the shop. I don't know how good shops are, so I'm probably not going to take that one right now. Elites lose 18% HP when the fight starts. That seems okay. I usually don't like stuff like this, because you're just making sure that the hard fights take a little bit less longer, or take a little bit less time. But if you aren't good enough to do the fight, then this likely won't help you unless you're just barely good enough to do the fight, right? You can now research at the campfire. Research. Choose a relic. It uses 2 campfire actions. This seems pretty good because it means that we can get more relics in the future. After each fight, you heal for 3 and gain an additional... Okay, that doesn't... So I can't figure out... I assume that that is health. What is this? Trophies. Used to rank up your heroes. 1 trophy equals 5 XP. And then gold used to buy items in the shop. I'm gonna go with this one. I don't know what all you do at this quote-unquote campfire. Usually in games, in roguelikes, campfires are places to heal, to upgrade things, and that's usually it. Unless you get something like this where you can get extra action. I also don't know how many actions you get at a campfire. I wouldn't be surprised if you only get 2 actions, so this uses up all of your actions. But I think this is probably going to be pretty good. Otherwise, this juicy mango is probably very good, because I don't know how we get trophies otherwise. I think I am going to go with this. Usually just getting more things is pretty useful. So, we got a map kind of like Slay the Spire, where we pick a path, and then we have limited options as to where to go from there, so we need to, like, predetermine. I do like that it lights up all your possibilities, so it essentially grays out anything you can no longer get to when you hover over a path. That's a good thing. I don't think Slay the Spire had that, but I could be wrong. So, what are these? Oh, here's a key. I don't know what a star means. Elite, probably a hard fight, but better rewards. Campfire, there's only 2 campfires on the map. Event. Shop. So the problem I'm seeing here is this campfire is really late right before the boss, and this shop is really late right before the boss. I can only get 1. This campfire, and I am assuming that campfires are going to be like places to heal. So I usually, like in Slay the Spire, I think all of these options would be campfire, right? Right before the final boss, usually you get a chance to rest. But this game doesn't seem to have that. So I'm inclined to go for this right path, because that lets me hit the shop early, hit an elite fight. We'll probably hit an event just so we know what events are. And then I think we'll go this way. We'll go to the campfire, and then, yeah, let's do that. Okay, preparation phase. Give me just 1 second again. Okay, that was nothing important. Anyways, you can drag heroes to place them on other hexes. The last hero to be dropped from an enemy will redirect the enemy's focus to this hero. It only works if it is a nearby hex to an enemy. Okay. This is very useful to choose which heroes are getting targeted. I see. You can have up to 5 heroes on the battlefield. During pre-preparation phase, you could swap your current heroes with heroes on the bench. Okay. See, that's interesting because you don't really do that in TFT, right? Like in TFT, all of your best stuff is usually on the board, and anything on the bench is something you're trying to incorporate into your team, but it's not quite ready yet, right? Whereas this game, it seems like maybe you could have like specialty units that you sit on the bench and they come in for certain fights, and then you just put them back on the bench again. Right-click on a hero or an enemy troop to open their character panel. This is especially important to learn the enemy's abilities. What does this guy do? Deals 105 spell damage to its target and heals. Okay, so he just heals. So this guy's our tank, this guy's our support. How does the bench work? I don't think I can use the bench while I don't have enough heroes. So, both of you are melee. Oh, you can't be that close? Okay, okay. I want you to get targeted. Maybe I could even put you over here. How big is your ability? Can I see? Oh, it's pretty big. That's like 2 hexes away. But I should probably put him here for now. And what is this? Fight info. Enrage timer. Enrage. All enemies gain 15% attack speed, 15% attack damage, spell damage, some tenacity. After being activated, the enrage effect is repeated every 5 seconds. And you lose 6 health per death. Death of my units or per death? What death do we mean? So enrage timer is just kind of like a mechanic preventing you from just building a squad that has infinite sustain, and they just slowly win. Okay, let's go for it. Well, oh, I placed this guy last because I'm stupid. Okay, obviously a mistake. He didn't crit a single time. I don't know if he gives the crit buff to himself or not. So am I choosing from these, or do I get all of these? I could get 3 trophies from this. I don't know how much XP it takes someone to level up. He reaches level 2. Where is his level? Okay, I obviously don't understand leveling up quite yet. Because I don't see where his XP or his level is. Also, they're still injured. That's not good. Items? Items are probably different from relics, right? Items probably you put on your heroes. We are going to go for a shop early on. So I think maybe getting some money. Oh, we really need another hero, though, I think. I'm going to go recruit hero. What do we got? Ranged, caster, debuff. Every attack has a 15% chance to generate 1/3 of the hero's max mana. Inflicting 2 bleeds. So here's another melee damage dealer. So this guy's more of a debuffer, but I feel like in turn he will do damage. Whereas this guy's more of a like DPS character. Ethereal amplification, excuse. Damaging effect that is generally dealt after an attack. It is represented as teal. Increases the effectiveness of ethereal damage done by the hero. Then what are you? You're a hybrid damage dealer. You burn debuff and you frost debuff. When below 50% HP, attacks consume 2 frost to heal. Okay, so he could heal himself a little bit. This is tough because this guy actually seems really good. And I still don't know. Like, do these traits... Are we trying to match these traits? I still haven't figured that part out yet. But one of the traits is literally melee. And like one of the traits is ranged, so I'm not so sure. Part of me really likes the cast. All of these seem really cool. I think I'm gonna go with this guy though. Egar, or... Yeah, I think I'd call him Egar. Let's do it. Oh, I get everything. Okay. Now we know. Now we know. Minuses, huh? Max mana. Ooh. How much attack speed do people have? Hold up. I kind of want to know, like how much is 70 attack damage? 70 attack damage is a lot. It's more than these guys even have. Okay. Part of me is still inclined to go with the one that doesn't have any minuses on it. Oh, you could reroll for health. That's interesting. It's leather boots. Yeah, give me the leather boots. Oh, we get more than one item? Okay. See, oh, okay, the item that had the minus was a huge amount of stats, whereas this is just like a smaller amount of stats. I mean, this guy could kind of do spell damage, but I feel like... I don't know how many items people can have, and I don't know if items combine in this game, so... Fight recap. Okay. I like games that have all these stats. Like, I don't have to click on this screen, but I can. I don't know what the heck this means. Oh, well. Anyways, let's go before we spend too much time doing whatever. Next fight. So. So you can see that this is too far away from that guy in the back. Ooh. So we want you to focus. Can I place people like anywhere? Yeah, I kind of can. Okay. I'm gonna hold off on the items at the moment. I think I could put them on people, but I kind of want to see... Oh, he has 2 XP. Okay, that's how you see their XP. They get XP over fights as well. Okay. I see. So you don't need to collect multiple heroes in this game. Oh, I didn't check if their health persisted. Not. Okay, we could go a little bit faster now that we kind of know what's going on. The heck are you? Melee, hybrid, crit mastery. Strikes can sometimes be used in situations other than dealing physical damage. Shields themselves. Self-healer. Stuns. Okay. Every time the hero critical strikes, they gain a shield. So this character might be really good for us because we have a character that increases critical strike chance, right? Stun her target and the enemies that are currently targeting her, then vanishes to the furthest most corner. Heals herself while walking. Her next attack is guaranteed to critically strike and deals spell damage based on the distance traveled. I don't like that. The fact that she teleports away. It kind of decreases her DPS a lot. She also gains 100% crit chance. I feel like this character is anti-synergistic. Like, I get that the teleport is supposed to, like, increase your damage then when you get back to them. But it seems like a huge DPS decrease. This guy's melee, physical, crit, summoner. Every critical strike, the hero heals for 3% of the hero's max health. And all summons. Starts at max mana, summons 1 wolf. He can have up to 2 wolves. This guy seems really good, huh? Gives attack damage. Okay. Yeah, that guy seems really good. On cast, hero gains crit chance. Casts Ice Storm. And inflicting 2 frosts. Don't really know what frosts do. I guess we can press this button. Okay, increases spell damage. I'm thinking this guy. This guy seems really good. And the wolves should be fairly safe, because we have a guy who taunts. Okay, now we got some blue items, huh? Wearer loses 300 health when the fight starts. Lots of spell power. But hold on. I would give it to this guy, but you only deal physical damage. Oh, how do I get the traits again? Here. You only deal physical damage, so that's not going to help you. How do I get out? There we go. Critical strike chance. The wearer's critical strikes inflict 1 burn on all enemies. Wait, like all enemies even he's not critically striking? That would be big. When the fight starts, the wearer gains 40% max HP. Does not heal for that amount. So you'd want someone who heals, which we have. But doesn't this guy have crit synergy? Can I just turn on this on so it always shows that? Okay, that's how we do that. Yeah, I just want those things to be on, preferably. Where are his moves? Okay, so crits are what heals him. Sorry, when I play these games for the first time, I always like feel the need to read everything and take my time. But I really do like these kinds of games a lot. So I think I'm gonna go with this. I think that's pretty cool. Wait, what? Forging. Forging allows you to choose the attributes of your items. You can open the forging window with F or press on the anvil at the bottom right. Okay, let's try that real quick. Oh, I just got a recipe? By combining a recipe with an heirloom, the forged item has the effect of both the recipe and the heirloom. Interesting. Both of these would be very good with that, right? Because they both have attack speed. And then, like, we're going to put it on the guy who heals, so max health is pretty good. But I think I want the one that has attack damage. Okay, I didn't realize this was a recipe. That's a really cool idea. Because it makes it's a lot more customizable than TFT, where in TFT, you just have, like, items that combine into other items. But this, I'm combining a blueprint with an item to make a better item, and I assume I can combine every single blueprint with every single item in the game, right? So it's a lot easier, whereas in TFT you could be like, oh, well, I have these 2 items that combine into an item that I don't want. Which I guess could technically happen here as well. But it's different, because TFT, like, they have special effects, right? But in this, you already know what the special effect is. So how does this work? Wait, could I have not given these boots to someone? I don't really understand that part quite yet. Anyways, I want you to have this. Is that how that works? Can I take that back? I can put it on other people. How do I... Oh, I can take it back. Interesting. Usually games don't let you take it back. So who did all the damage? Yeah, Egar did all the damage. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay, what do we got? Debuffs. Active and passive abilities and effects can apply debuffs. Debuffs are displayed above the enemy's health bar. Debuffs in the last flame are quite unique as they all synergize with specific damage types or stuns rather than dealing damage or having effects on their own. Bleed. Scales well with attack damage and especially crits. But what does that mean, though? Oh, here. Scales well with spell damage. Scales well with attack speed and ethereal damage. Scales well with stun and fast casting. Every attack, heroes have a 25% chance to increase the damage of the attack by 1.5% per bleed on the enemy. Critically strikes guarantee this effect. Oh, it's 25%. Okay. Spell damage is increased by 3%. Yep, we already read that. Every attack, heroes deal ethereal damage equal to the amount of burn on the enemy. Other ethereal damage from abilities and effects is increased by 1.5. Okay, okay. So maybe the item that we made is not perfect on our guy. But he doesn't have any debuffs anyways, so maybe someone else can inflict debuffs for him to make it better. On cast, heroes have a 1.5% chance per shock to stun their target. Increases the duration of other stuns. Ooh. Okay, that's cool. Actually, I like a lot of what's going on here so far. So, can you go there? No, you cannot. So it's kind of like, in this game, every single match you're replacing your heroes. It's not like, oh, I have like a formation that I like. Because every single time, you could see that since these squares were taken, which was where my tank was last time, it reset him down to here. So pretty much every single map, you're picking new locations for everybody. Oh, I can't go there. And then we just pick you as the target and let them go. Okay, I'm noticing that this guy got quite low from that. So I should probably be leveling up heroes. I was thinking that they might tell me to do it eventually, but they have not yet. So I think I just need to do it on my own. Support heals the party. Yeah, a healer would probably be nice. Every time the hero heals a hero, can be self. By any means, all heroes gain 2 spell power. Cast Divinity, healing allies in the spell area. Seems pretty good. We already have a tank. And then what are you? Just like DPS? Summon. I think a healer's gonna be the best for us right now. Go with you, pick an item. Okay, these are green items. It's a better version of this. Okay. Mana regen and max HP. I kind of want this for our healer. I wonder how many items people can have as well. Attack speed and spell power. Spell power, max HP. Attack speed. Okay, so now I'm curious. I still can take this item from him. I was wondering if after a map it might be locked to him. I want to give this to you. Can I also give you this? Yes, you can have 2 items. So I should just give the leather boots to someone. Maybe you, so you can stack your thing faster? But this guy's kind of like, who's our damage dealer right now? So Egar is still doing the most damage. This guy, does his wolf damage count? I don't know. But that's okay, I guess. What exactly does this do? This shows how much damage you did with like burns and frost, I think. Anyway, let's move on. Oh, I'm supposed to give trophies to people. Okay, shop first though. Go into the shop. So he sells heroes. Got a caster, mana regen. How many heroes do we have? We already have 5, right? Yes. We have a support, ethereal damage dealer. Obviously, as we play this game more, we'll kind of know what each of the heroes are. So we wanted to look at them all every time. This guy does bleed. I think we're not going to grab a new hero right now. How much money do we have? 937. Ethereal damage amplification. Every 4 seconds the wearer heals for 200% spell power. Minus 25% attack speed. Every 2 seconds the wearer gains 20 defense and deals ethereal damage equal to 150% defense. Every attack the wearer loses 10 defense. That would be pretty good for our tank. Whereas attack damage is equal or above 240, they gain 40% life steal. I don't think we have anyone who can get to that right now. Shield received. I don't think we can give shields. The wearer gains 70% spell power at the start of the fight. Every 5 attacks, the wearer gains 2 attack damage for each shock and frost that the enemy has. We don't do any of that. Well, we do some frost. The wearer gains 1 mana regen for every 150 shield. We don't have any of that. So this shop seems shockingly bad for us right now. I don't know if there's other stuff to spend money on. Events might have stuff to spend money. Kind of want this for our tank. And I really like mana regen. But who would I give the mana regen to? Okay, so it looks like people can have 3 items based on this. Oh, mana regen maybe on that guy, so he gives us crit faster. I wish you could right-click at this screen to exit out of it. One of my few complaints I have so far. I just like to be able to navigate menus with only the mouse a lot of the times. Dismantle. Disassemble the recipe in the heirloom. I assume we would then get both of them back. Anyways. We'll go to the next map, and then I need to probably level up heroes, but... Okay, now it's teaching me about leveling up. Click on the trophy icon to enter/leave the trophy mode, or hold T. While in trophy mode, click on a hero to give him a trophy. Additionally, you can middle mouse click on a hero to give him a trophy. It does not require to be in trophy mode. Ranks 2 and 4 grant a new random passive. Random passive. All other ranks grants an attribute increase. Drag and equip. Okay, we've already seen that. You can drag items on your heroes to equip them. In the hero panel, you can unequip an item by double-clicking on it. You could drag an item onto other items to swap them. Shift. Press Shift will display the hero's items above their head, or above their health bar. From this interface, items can also be dragged, swapped, equipped, and unequipped. Holding Control while dragging an item will select all items on the hero. On drop, it will swap all items from one hero to another. Okay, that's kind of cool. So, mana regen was intended for you. This was intended for you. You are the tank. You go here. You need to be kind of central. Could be off to the side. You can be back. Tank. Alright, let's do it. What is happening? I didn't read their abilities. Oh, I didn't level up heroes. I'm so stupid. Okay, so we do lose health every time one of our heroes dies. Ah, okay. Yeah, I forgot to level up my heroes for some reason. Okay, well, at least we only lost one hero. Could have been worse. Okay, we get a relic this time instead of a hero. For every enemy currently targeting the wearer gains 17 defense. That's pretty good for our dude. Wearer gains 1 mana. Okay. Every 2 attacks the wearer deals... I think we want this. Apply 3 bleeds every 4 seconds to all enemies. All heroes gain 1 attack damage for every 50 gold you have. All heroes? Oh, these are runes. Gain 20% critical strike chance. Are obtained by the hero that is on the hex tile at the start of the fight. Hex tile buffs change position at random. Okay. The hero with the highest max HP gains 650 HP and gets healed for the same amount. Kinda liking this bleed thing. I feel like this could end up with your heroes being in stupid positions that aren't as useful. It is pretty decent, though. But I kind of want this, because this makes our wolf dude better. And it should just make everyone better. So, hold on. How do I... We're in trophy mode. How do I get out of trophy mode? So who do I want to level up? Also, I'm noticing that the items aren't here. How do I see the items? I cannot, I think, at this screen. So who did all the damage? She did a lot of healing. And these two are doing all the damage, as you would expect. So we're going to go to a random event. I need to remember to actually upgrade the heroes, but I kind of want to wait until... You rejoice in taking a nice walk in the forest, when suddenly you fall into a trap. You see a horde of enemies approaching quickly. They are shouting, "Oh, on..." Okay, that's just nonsense. You are terrified. Fight back the gankers. If defeated, get... All heroes lose 5% attack speed when the fight starts. Lasts for 3 fights. If victorious, gain 200 gold. Persuade with an item. Lose an item. Lose half your gold. Well, I guess we'll fight them. Oh my god, there's giant spiders. Heroes do not die permanently. They revive after each fight. Hero deaths make you lose flame. If you lose a fight, your run is not lost, but you get less rewards and no bonus rewards. For instance, an elite fight that usually rewards an extra hero and relic won't be granting these on a lost fight. Bosses make you lose increasing flame for each subsequent death. You lose the run if you get defeated by a boss. Enemies get stronger from ranks and power level, okay. Enemies will have higher rank as you progress throughout the run. The rank is shown as a numerical value on the health bar. Power levels go from 0 to 4. Ranks and power level increase the enemy's HP, attack damage, spell damage. Additionally, power level also increases the enemy's tenacity, more resistant to stuns. Enemies have enrage timers. Their power increases after some time. You can learn more about enrage timers and hero deaths by hovering the fight info icon in the bottom corner. You can right-click on a hero or an enemy during the fight to open their panel and see their attributes updating in real time. Oh, nice. Okay. One thing I was curious about, this guy still got XP even though he died. Oh, because it's just I was like, why is the item not appearing? It's just a recipe. So we just want him to get a whole bunch of defense. And then it does unequip it from him. Okay, so now leveling up heroes. We only get 5 XP per trophy. So we should probably level up... Oh, we have a lot of... For some reason I was thinking we use more than 1 trophy. Do that. So you're level 2 now. Pick one. Can I, like, look at the hero panel? Doesn't really work like that. Okay, what do we get? All summons gain attack speed equal to 10% of the hero's shield. We don't have shield. Every 4 attacks, if the hero is above 25% HP and does not have a full shield, the hero loses 5% HP but gains a shield equal to 5% max health. In addition, when the fight starts, the hero loses 25% max HP but gains a shield equal to... That's actually really good for this guy because he can heal himself. Every critical strike, the hero's critical strike chance is increased per summon on the battlefield by 1.5% plus 0.3% per summon, stacks up to 35%. So that's pretty good, but I think the shield one might just be crazy. And then I want to level up the tank, I think, as well. The hero's attacks deal additional ethereal damage. Do you have spell power? You have attack damage. How does that work? So there would be a spell power thing if you had spell power. So you must just not have spell power. Every 4 attacks, if the hero is below 50%, they gain 25 defense. Otherwise, they deal ethereal damage equal to the hero's defense. Every 2 attacks, the hero inflicts 1 shock to all enemies. Also, every time the hero stuns a target, they inflict 1 shock on all enemies. Didn't I? No, I did not decrease your attack speed. So this would give him some CC. Both of these are pretty good. I think the CC is going to be better for him, though. How much attack speed do you have? Not very much. But I guess it's kind of similar to what most people have. Okay, we have 2 more trophies. I don't really see any reason to use a trophy if it's not going to get us a level up. Because I don't think you get anything except XP. So we might as well wait until we can actually get a level up before we use them. So let's place everybody. I should get used to placing the tank last. You go all the way over here. You go here. So you go there, you go there, you go there, you go there. Okay, they do attack other stuff. Oh, this healing is really good. Still gonna lose a unit, though. The wolf doesn't count, right? Yeah, the wolf doesn't count. You need to heal the tank. Oh, don't lose another guy. Oh, dang it. Okay. It's a little bit tough to make sure everyone lives. Okay, we got some more recipes. When the fight starts, the wearer loses 650 HP and gains 650 shield. The wearer's attacks have a 50% chance to inflict shock on all enemies. Every attack, the wearer gains 50% max HP. At 15 stacks. That could be pretty good for a tank, but I kind of want this for our mage. Our mage has a lot of attack speed. Right? You have... Yeah, you have, I think, our highest attack speed. Is that right? Yes, it is correct. Partially because you have bonus attack speed, but... And then I want to forge that... Because it inflicts it to everybody. It's more likely we keep the cloak. Let's do that. You gotta remember that it does cost you something to take things apart. So she actually did some damage for what it's worth, and she healed a lot, but not quite enough. We might need to upgrade her, because we need more healing. I need to figure out how upgrades work a little bit better as well. So this guy is finally doing, like, peak damage. Why is the burn damage bar is just in the middle here for some reason? Maybe this is ethereal damage at the end? I'm a little confused, but... Why does he have increased mana regen? Anyways. So, that was an event. Now we just have a normal fight. Physical damage is done through auto attacks. It can be increased by attack damage attribute, critical strikes, and the bleed debuff. Spell damage is generally done through active abilities. It can be increased with spell power attribute, the frost debuff, and increasing the rate at which you cast your active ability. Okay, so everyone does spell damage, I guess, then? As long as their ability does damage? Which I think is how TFT works as well. Ethereal damage is done through items and effects. Can be increased by ethereal amplification and the burn debuff. Ethereal, spell, physical, shield, heal. Okay, got it. So hold on. I want to look at your stats. Did your stats go up when I gave you, or when I leveled you up? I don't think they did. They said that attributes increase on every other one except for when you get passive skills at 2 and 4. So maybe you don't. Like, how they worded it is they didn't say that you don't get attributes on, like, 2 and 4. They just said that you get a noose passive. Okay, so the tank's gonna want to be here. This is gonna be weird. Also, who am I leveling up? So the reason that I bring that up is because the healer's heal ability might not get better if I level her up. It's also going to take me 4 trophies to level her up, whereas I could level up this guy for 2 and this guy for 3. I could get 2 level ups if I don't level her up, which I think is more logical. What do you get? For every 500 HP lost during the fight, the hero gains. That's not that good for you, I think. All summons gain equal to 10% of the hero's shield. That doesn't seem that useful. Every time the hero critically strikes with an attack, all heroes gain. I mean, this would be nice, but like, you only have 10% critical strike. I don't even know if this guy has crit yet. We're supposed to get gold every time he crits, right? The attack. I mean, sure. Just double down on that, and hopefully you just start critting a lot. It's not that that's a bad ability, it's just like his critical strike chance is not that high. Every critical strike the hero deal additional equal to their defense to the target. The hero gains plus 25 ethereal amplification. Attacks deal additional ethereal damage equal to all stacks of debuffs. Every attack the hero has a 15% chance to stun and start. That seems pretty good. Yeah, we'll take that. So this is where it's going to get a little awkward with positioning. I think we kind of go like this. Maybe even put you back here, put you here. Problem is I think this guy's going to have to walk around to actually hit an enemy. And then everyone except for this guy. I think this bat is focused on this guy. But we'll see. Oh, I didn't actually give this to anyone. I forgot it unequips it. That could have been bad. You take that. Okay, how are we doing this time? This is looking a lot better than last time. I don't... Oh, we might lose someone, actually. Wolves, you gotta deal with that guy. That guy's a problem. Don't die. Nice, okay. We made it. Let's grab the rewards. It is a... There's no indicator that you need to click the chest. I just kind of like figured I should click the chest, but I feel like you could accidentally proceed. Maybe they'll be like, oh, there's unclaimed rewards. Nerd, like, pick them up. Which is probably what they would do. Because these game devs seem pretty competent so far. Attack damage and defense. Attack speed and defense. I want that. Mana regen. Attack damage, max mana. I guess give me mana regen. Can I give you this mana regen book? Like, I need her to be healing constantly. How does mana regen work? It's the total amount of mana the hero regenerates over 10 seconds. The hero regenerates 1 mana every 1.67 seconds. What? Wait, why is it 10 over 6? Shouldn't it be 6 over 10? Regenerates over 10 seconds. Is this not backwards? It should be 6 divided by 10, right? Because it's 6 mana per 10 seconds? Oh! Regenerates 1 mana every... Oh, I'm so stupid. I was thinking it regenerates 1.6 mana every second. No, I'm just really dumb. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I'll give that to you. Now you regenerate almost 1 mana per second. Who wants this? Attack speed and defense. Could honestly be useful on a lot of people. This guy's applying shock. Oh, this is how he has this. And he has all that mana regen because he was dead last time. I see, I see. This guy has a decent chance to stun people, and he also has no items. Although I do know in TFT, generally it's better to put like all of your items on one guy because then that one guy really pops. Can I level you up? I can. So we're gonna do that. When the hero gets... Oh, I should have checked if your attributes got any better. Your spell power did not go up. Your attack speed didn't change. I don't remember if your armor and attack damage changed. Mana regen obviously did not change. Okay. Whenever the hero gets or is below 50% max HP, they inflict 8 bleed. This is not gonna happen. You are the last person to take damage. If you're taking damage, we've already lost. Effect has a cooldown. Additionally, the first time each fight that this effect triggers, the hero gains full mana. No. No. That is interesting. Apparently, heroes can share traits. I wonder if that'll make the game better or worse. If there's a lot of traits, then I think it just makes it better. If there's not that many traits, then it kind of makes it a little bit more boring. It's increased by 10% of their current shield. So this is fine. It just means we have a 15% spell power increase at all times. Until she gets hit, but she likely won't get hit, like I said. But this guy applies shock to everyone, and it's more defense for him. I'm gonna give it to him. Oh, that's interesting. It fully heals them to put a new item on them. And then who's dealing the damage? Wait, the guy without any items is still dealing the most damage? This guy just does a lot of shielding because he gets a lot of shielding at the start of the map. Okay, we got a star. We don't know what a star is yet. Seems like maybe just a more difficult fight. Reroll an item reward and go to a campfire. I already went to a campfire, but it was on a previous floor. Gosh, dang it. Okay. You're going there, you're going there. You're going there. You go there. You go here. Back you up one. Back you up one. Now everyone will go for you. Okay, let's see how this goes. I assume the healing applies to the wolves too. He's tanking it up. I don't know where this slime ball came from. Are we gonna be okay? Yeah, we're just barely gonna be okay. Our tank almost died. I'm really tempted to hit proceed just to see if what I thought was true, but I would be really sad if it was not true. Yeah, give me that. Choose reward. Interesting. So we're supposed to reroll an item. When the wearer's attack damage is 160 or above, they gain lifesteal. Does anyone have close to 160 attack? No. Not even close. Every 5 seconds, the wearer gains a shield equal to 100% of spell power. Do shields stack is the question. Because if it does, this will be really good. Can I see? Shield. Oh, you can do this. Shield is an addition of HP that absorb damage in place of actual HP. When HP and shield reach 0, the hero is out of combat until the next fight. Shield caps at the hero's max HP. So nowhere does it say that shields A have a duration or B don't stack. So I would assume that every 5 seconds you're just getting how much? Oh, I can't look at it from this menu. You're just getting 28 shield, which then wait, hold on. Does this break? What was this? You get spell power equal to 10% of your current shield And then you get, okay, it doesn't break, it's because it's not recursive, but it will slightly boost each other as they're obtained. So that seems pretty decent. Every attack the wearer has a 7% chance to fill their mana to full. That's interesting. I'm gonna take this. I know I'm supposed to reroll, but like they said, you don't have to do all the things right away. Swap 2 passives between your heroes. I did not know that was an option. So you can pick a passive that sucks on your hero, and then just hope you get this where you can swap the passives. Okay. Allows you to change a passive on a hero from 3 other random passives, or keep the rerolled passive. Choose one of 3 hero to join your party. Additionally, gain 4 trophies. Does anyone have like a bad passive? That guy's passive is pretty decent. Don't know if this passive is doing anything, but I sure hope it is. Like, I have to assume that other characters don't... Oh, this is just critical strike. So maybe other characters can get that. Every time the hero heals, all heroes gain 2 spell power. No one has, like, an egregiously bad passive. So I'm kind of tempted to just pick another hero. What are you? Ranged, ethereal damage dealer, caster, burn debuff. Tank support. Pick this guy in case we need more damage. So we can't, like, put you on the field, right? Oh, I can't do anything right now. Okay, campfire. We visited a campfire. Oh, apparently... Oh, no, the reroll item stays there. I see. Get an origin. Origins are global and permanent team buffs or effects. Picking and swapping origins is free. I was right, we only have 2 actions. We're gonna read through that in a second. Let's pick an origin first. All heroes gain ethereal damage. We don't do ethereal damage. Every 4 seconds, deal spell damage to the enemy with the most shock. Equal to the amount of shock on the enemy times 16% of the team's bonus attack damage. So we do deal some shock, but not that much. Whenever a hero gets below 40% HP, all heroes enter a time shift. All heroes gain full mana, and the lowest HP hero gets healed for 20% of the spell damage done during this effect. That would be pretty good for making sure that one of our heroes doesn't die. For every summon on the battlefield, all heroes gain 6 spell power. We only can have a max of 2 summons, so I don't think that's that relevant. But you could do like a summon build. I see there's a lot of things that synergize with how many summons there are. So a summon build would be cool. Like if your tank summons and everyone summons. And stunned enemies take 75% more damage. That's okay, but we don't stun that much. All heroes gain spell power equal to 3% of the team's bonus max HP. How much bonus max HP do we have? 160, 400, 720. %3 of 720? Oh no. It's like 21. Oh, slightly more than 21. But it's percent spell power. So we get 21% of that. It's not flat, right? So I don't get 21 spell power, I get 21%, which for everybody is probably 2. Apparently everyone has spell power now, and I'm not really sure where they got it from, but... Okay, so what did we figure out is the best? I guess this one. We're supposed to be able to change that, right? Maybe every single one of these, we can change it. Heal for 25. Upgrade a item, and it costs some money. Okay. These, I assume, only take 1 action. So I could do this and then heal. I'm going to do this for an extra relic, though, because otherwise we're not using this. All heroes gain plus 50% heal received. The hero with the most defense gains more defense. All heroes gain 20% attack speed, but lose. That's not that great. Gain defense. It's gotta be this, right? Maybe, or this. Just 50% more healing. We kind of do a lot of healing. How much defense do you have? I would put you above 200 defense. So you take 64% reduced damage right now. I think it's gotta be the healing, because he already takes so much reduced damage anyways. Okay, and now we're on the boss. This will probably be the last thing we do for this episode. I think we might be able to get to it Act 2. We'll see. Heroes and enemies always target the closest hero with their auto attacks. But what about their spells? Some spells have a specific targeting. For instance, casting X on the current target. Cast X on the furthest enemy. Cast X on the lowest HP hero. However, most spells don't have specific targeting, in which case they will use the best targeting. Okay, so here you could see he's got 2 enemies here, but he uses it on the 3 enemies over here. Best targeting will prioritize the highest number of targets with the spell area. If the highest number of targets are the same, the closest enemy group to the caster will be prioritized. That makes sense. It's almost like these 2 would be the best because they're closest to the caster. Because you want to kill them first, right? But taking advantage of best targeting system is crucial to hit as many enemies with your spells, as well as impacting the fights by clever positioning of your heroes. Split the damage from enemies' spells accordingly and manipulate where the enemies can cast spells. I didn't even think about that yet. The line best targeting spells work similarly to circular spells, with the exception that line spells each have different ranges. Some have short ranges, in which case it will hit the highest possible amount of targets. Wait, what? Okay. Okay, I kind of get it. Here is a summary of the best targeting system. While learning the game, it is recommended to keep the fight speed at 1 times, learn the spell ranges and area of effects. Okay. Oh, I see. So I can't put you in, right? And if I wanted to swap out, I go like that. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. So we probably want to upgrade people before this starts. How are we going to do this? So the healer probably needs to be off to the side. You probably need to be right there. I think you have healing, so it's feasible that you could fight those guys. And maybe you help with the dragon. What should you help with? Maybe you help deal with the ghouls as fast as possible. And then so you focus there, those guys focus there. And we're kind of spread out. He does like a breath attack. It might hit this guy, but it might not. Actually, it might be too far away. Always targets the lowest HP hero. That's not good, so we're just gonna hope that our tank is the lowest HP. Then how do you guys work? Best targeting. So it just hits like people in a big square. So it'll probably hit us all, unfortunately. So maybe I could go like this, because you're gonna hit the dragon anyways. So you might as well just be far away, right? Oh! You're the lowest HP. I did not consider that. Because you instantly hurt yourself at the start of the fight. That's true. Might still be okay, but he might die. I don't know. We'll see. They have a lot of debuffs on them. Come on, heal more. Oh! Oh! Kill him! Oh, yes. Okay, we actually didn't die. Didn't lose anyone. Nice. Oh, this gives me full health. Cool. Recruit a hero. What do? You are a ranged caster, self-healer, bleed debuffer. While below 60% health, this hero gains magic steal. I assume magic steal is just life steal for spells. Heals for a portion of the damage you deal through spell damage and ethereal damage. Okay. Casts Curse Blades, dealing damage to enemies hit and inflicting 4 bleeds. If above 60% max HP, she consumes 15% of her... Okay, I was kind of wondering, how do I get my ranged DPS to lose health without putting them in danger? But she can consume her health to deal 50% more damage. Okay, this character seems pretty good. And you're a tank, HP self-healing, has shields, self-healer, shock debuffer. What are you? Physical damage dealer with crit mastery. I think I'm going to take this character before, because like I said, I think damage is probably where we're lacking at the moment. And I don't even know if I'm going to use that. Okay. So here we might reroll. Oh, I should have picked the health last so I could reroll for free. Smart. We'll take note of that for the future. Gains lifesteal equal to 40% spell power. Every 5 seconds, the wearer stuns their current target for 0.2 seconds per bleed. Do we do much bleed? Who's dealing bleed here? Not you. Not you. Not you. You're burning. I don't think anyone's dealing bleed. Okay. Grants an aura around the wearer. Heroes inside the aura gain 25% attack speed. The wearer loses 450 health when the fight starts. So that might be good for ensuring that our tank is the lowest health, but at the same time, how often... We don't know if any other enemies do what that Hydra did, right? I'm going to reroll just so we can finish that tutorial thing. You successfully completed the tutorial. You can now continue your run. Don't forget that you can open the guidebook at any time by pressing tab or clicking on the book at the bottom right. Okay. What do we got? The wearer gains 15% spell power per summon. Every critical strike, the wearer gains attack damage. Probably going to go with that. 400% critical strike damage minus chance. I don't really like that. So, who... Pick a relic, sure. Every item reward, you gain 3 free rerolls, but your max flame is reduced by 35. Okay, I think the max flame is only reduced by 35 once, right? It's not every time you reroll an item. Use. Gain 100% the amount of trophies that you currently own. One use only. Click it to gain the effect. That's interesting, because it'd be pretty good right now when we have 13 trophies, right? It also might incentivize holding on to all of your early trophies, but I don't think I could have made it this far without using trophies. You have a 65% chance to obtain a legendary recipe reward from elite fights when victorious. Okay. I don't know what's legendary. Like, is this... What rarity is this? Doesn't say. It's said in the shop, but it doesn't say here. I don't know if this is legendary or if there's a rarity above it that we haven't seen yet. Because we know there's purple, there's gray, there's blue, there's purple, there's orange. I don't know if one of those is legendary. When all heroes survive a fight, you gain 60% more gold. That seems pretty good. Both of these seem really good. This also seems pretty good, actually. Especially right now, because we have the most trophies we've had. I think the more gold might be it, though. And then, so how's our team going? Lots of healing. These two guys are dealing the most damage, even though this guy doesn't have any items still. He's still dealing a lot of damage. We should probably invest in him a little bit. What is critical forging? Oh, nope, nope. I don't know what critical forging is. Oh, is that you? Yeah, okay. Why does he have 2 critical forging bells? Maybe he was in the range twice? for some reason. So I think we're going to end the episode right after this. I want to do our upgrades, and then we'll start the next episode, I assume, at another act. Well, maybe I should proceed first then, huh? Because I don't know if there's another act or not. Act 2, okay. I don't really know what's going on in a lot of these pictures. Like a comic strip, except not very descriptive. Like what's going on here? What is that? Why is it moving? And then we're just walking, killing guys, and then walking some more to a desert. Forge. Oh, I didn't actually even equip this. Dang it. I bought it and then I didn't equip it. So let's do those upgrades real quick. Can I see items from here? So spell power, we'll combine the spell power thing with this. Forge. And then this, we need to give it probably to Wolf Dude. What does Wolf Dude at? So you could take that. Where's Wolf Dude? So Wolf Dude, I could also give it to you. You have a high crit chance. You have the highest crit chance, actually. I wish I could leave this menu open and open the Forge menu above it, but just a small thing. But you don't have any item. Who has an item that you could take? Like, you could take that. Who else has a high crit chance? So, like, once this guy's ability goes off, we all get, like, 28% crit chance, right? Yeah, he gives everybody... he might give more. I don't remember where he got the spell power from last time. Someone is giving other people spell power. You are giving other people spell power. So yeah, he could give more than 25%. You have an okay crit chance. Does this give any crit chance? No. Now the problem is I have to switch an item if I want either this guy or this guy to have this new item. But I feel like you don't need these boots. And this guy's doing so much work, and he has the highest crit chance. So give me the boots, combine it with that. I really should put it on an item that has crit chance, but we don't have an item that has crit chance, so... maybe we'll unforge that. Maybe that was really stupid. But anyways, so you will get that. These two items synergize well together. The problem is the crit chance from this item comes from the recipe and not the item, right? Like in theory, the most crit chance we could get is this right here at 25% crit chance. But I kind of like you having crit chance because it gives you healing off of that. So I think that's how we're going to do that. Now, how do I... trophy menu. Can I trophy you guys here? Let's find out. So who's what level? Certainly we want people to be getting to rank 3. I also need to see how your stats change. Wait, are we in trophy? I don't think we can go to trophy mode right now. Well, maybe we'll do trophy at the next episode. We'll pick a path next time. But so far, I think everything is really cool in this game. I think there's a lot of systems that I want that we've seen. So I've been happy to see a lot of that going on. I think they've got a really good base for everything, and it's kind of, we got to learn the game a little bit more to fully understand how good it is. But at the moment, I'm pretty pleased so far. But anyways, that's going to do for this one. Next time, we'll be doing the second act, which I think might be the last act for the prologue. But either way, hopefully you enjoyed this one, and I will see you next time.